Alright. I don't know about the camera placement, so that may change. I don't stream from the PS5 as often, but I did do Iron Meat like a week ago or so. Man, that game's awesome. I will redo it. Here's the terms and conditions in case everybody needed to see that. Ooh, yeah. Human Sentai pad, you say? What's that? I agree. This is completely fresh, as you see. Now, this is the first Katamari game I ever played, and I got it around, I don't know, whenever it came out on PS2. It was a very late PS2 game. I want to say 2006, maybe 2005. It came out about a year or two after the first Katamari, which was already kind of a late life PS2 game, which a friend of mine, Kelly Swange from the Warzone streams, and I'll talk about Warzone streams here in a second too. But he had recommended it to me because he said, "Oh, it's so cool, it's so fun. It's really, really weird, but it's really strangely like addictive. You're gonna like be hooked on rolling everything into a ball. It's a weird fucking game. Check it out." And by the time I got around to checking it out, the sequel had come out. I played it. I loved it. I didn't realize that the original game kind of was like all on a single scale, where you're like, you're basically about the size of a matchbook. Your character is, and you start rolling up stuff in a room into a ball until it's big enough to roll up houses and stuff, and you start rolling up the city and Earth or whatever. I don't know. I didn't realize that at first. I rented Katamari Damacy or something at some point after I'd played We Love Katamari to see if I also needed to buy it, but I decided not to. Double checking my collection right now. Lying about that, actually did buy it. I do own it. Never mind. So I have both of those. So I was going to play We Love Katamari because I like it better. It's different settings and challenges. It's not one single scale. But I was going to stream it, the PS2 version. Then I saw that this one got released. And that was last year. I was thinking about this. I was going to do it off real hardware. I saw that this was released, and I was like, you know what? I'll just do that one instead later. And I put it on marker, to have it on a sale. But other things kept coming up that I was buying on sale. And then finally I picked this up for like $7 or something. Really, oh, it's very loud right now. I'll fix that as well. Let it play. It's very loud.
Not a very well publicized world, you understand, but a glamorous and influential world nevertheless.
I just realized you maybe didn't hear anything that I said previously because of the volume. I'll fix it. And I'll give a real quick rundown of the Katamari situation.
Deeper than the oceans. Such is the great cosmos, and the king that rules over it is marvelous to behold. Except for the one time that he destroyed all the stars in the universe. No big deal, really. Having come to and realized the folly of his ways, the wisest of kings sent to the planet Earth his beloved son, the prince, and commanded him to make a Katamari of ample proportions. Tossed unceremoniously to earth, the valiant prince rolled the Katamari entrusted to him by the king, rolling up more things than you can count. Vaulting boxes, pencils, erasers,
postcards, ramen, robots, cows, sheep, this girl, that boy, moms and dads, bicycles, moms and dads, buildings, rainbows, clouds, islands, rainbows and dreams, hopes, dreams.
The prince rolled them all up. Rolled and rolled until the Katamari was big enough to be lifted up to space to replace the shiny stars that were so grievously lost. And that, dear friends, was the plot and purpose of the fabulous game called
Katamari Damacy!
Its popularity recognized no boundaries or borders, and it rolled right out of the game to bundle away the many and sundry ills that blight the modern world. Overnight, the king found himself a superstar. The adulation of the crowd knew no limits.
I want to meet the king.
I think he should be bigger. The king is so cool.
I want to roll up more stuff. Oh dear, such a chorus. Fans crying out from all over the world for the magnificent king to do his thing.
The fabulous Jen. Oh yeah, I kind of remember this map screen now. You know, it's already at like 50%. Maybe I was wrong. But if you couldn't hear me earlier, just to recap, this was the first Katamari I ever played. Bought it in like 2006. One of the earlier games that I played a lot of with my girlfriend at the time, who's now my wife. We loved it. We thought it was awesome. Because the first game had been recommended to me, but and I kind of got around to it late, and this one came out. So I was a big fan of it. I played it. I loved it. It was my favorite Katamari game. I went back and bought the first game after that. Like it too. Bought Beautiful Katamari for my Xbox 360 shortly after that. Not shortly after. When did it come out? Like 2008, 9, somewhere in that range. Real disappointed by that game. Good game design. I really like how it had the biggest scale of any Katamari ever. Going from rolling up just very small objects at the beginning of the game to galaxies and universes and shit. It got really, really crazy. Trying to think of what else here. I hated that game though because it crashed constantly. It crashed about once an hour or less, or even more often than that. It would freeze up or crash to a blue screen or whatever the fuck. I'd have to hard reset my 360. It happened so often that I consider the game to be unplayable. And I would not recommend it, and it never, to my knowledge, it never got patched. It's one of the few modern games that fall into that category where it's like, I would rate it probably a 2 because it's a broken game. It's not a game or like unrateable or anything like that, but it's as low as you can go because, yeah, that's bad. So the Katamari series has this massive blight on it, in my opinion. That game, I feel, more than any of the others, needs to be re-released if they can fix its code so it doesn't constantly crash on you every second you play it. The only other modern game I can think of that's that bad is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. And I have played the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, PS4, PS5. I've played it on like on PC. I played it on PC. It crashed there too, I think. I've never played the Xbox One version of the game, but if that one works, it's the only one because that game crashes constantly, and you should never buy it or play it. That's my opinion on that as well. And I would also rate it a 2. It's so rare though to find like a modern game that's just full on fucking broken. It's so broken you can't play it, and that you want your money back. Like I didn't even feel that way about Cyberpunk on my PS4. It was messy, sure, but it didn't crash any more often than say Fallout. But yeah. Alright, so I am curious what the not gorgeous but usual stuff option does. Maybe during a map it'll be more apparent what we're doing on that. Can you set it to have PS2 graphics? That's what I was really curious about. Not that I want to do that, but just kind of curious. Sure. This game has a lot of presentation that was probably used to cover load time before. There would almost certainly not be any load time on a PS5, but still a lot of presentation there. For those of you who don't read as quickly as I do, you can just slow down your playback or something, I don't know. Just try and think back of how to Katamari. Well, it controls like a tank. That's really all you need to know about it, I think. Also, my wife says if you listen to what the king says, it will make you crazy. Yeah, you turn like that. Move stuff forward like that. The music in this game is awesome, by the way. You probably noticed that already. Because it's like crazy. It's crazy and it's catchy. It's amazing. You go in the same direction as me, is that the problem? There he is. I sure am. I'm an experienced roller of Katamaris. Sorry. Let me fix this. Maybe this will fix it. Nope. Because it literally ignored what I chose. That's not good. Oh, no it didn't. I'm looking at the wrong option. There we go. Yep, your Katamaris become stars in the sky. The amount of dialogue with the king seems kind of insane. Just squish that down just a notch. Is this where you go to save? Just go. Yeah. Alright, 1 second. I still don't know which part of the screen is least intrusive to put my face on. You know, I'm thinking maybe middle left. Hang on. Get this straightened out. I'm sure there's a good way to do this. Let's try this. So they're telling me I need to talk to her next. I see. So you got these little steps that make it really obvious. This is a very linear game anyway. It's just a bunch of levels. And it's not like a continuous series of levels like the original Katamari Dynasty, which some people may prefer. Well, good news on that. A re-roll of that game was released first. And the main reason I didn't buy it was because I was hanging in for this one, which I like better. Alright, Rainbow Katamari time, whatever that is. This is some real Katamari right here, though. This is what you do. You go in here and you start rolling over thumbtacks and acorns and shit until you're big enough to roll over matchboxes and fucking plates, and then the next thing you know, you're rolling over like chairs and fucking a house cat. Okay, I'm down here now, I guess. This was a really good target right there. Still an obstacle. Okay. You can find your way back up on stuff like this, too. Oh, that's a good target as well. I got a bit of an awkward shape now, but hopefully that'll work out soon. Having to work with awkward shapes is pretty common in this as well. You just kind of have to get used to it and do it anyway. A lot of the worst shapes will work themselves out as you roll into more stuff and become more round again. It's a cycle that kind of comes and goes. The biggest problem is once you're big enough, you're magnetic to a large object. If you hit like a big straight object first, those are always the frustrating points, I guess. Still can't quite get batteries, maybe? Oh no, I can get batteries now. Good deal. Good, because there's a shit ton of those down here. Turn this shit around so I can see what I'm doing. One more time. This is where I was trying to get to, too. Alright. My goal was 15 and I got 26. Is that what that's saying? And every time I was like, oh, what do we do with it? Same shit you always do, man. Put it in the stars. Now we got this funky little planet. Rainbow planet. This director also made that weird game with the caterpillar that extends. It's like Nomi or something like that. People didn't like it as much. I gotta say, Katamari is such an original and interesting idea that it's probably hard to make lightning strike twice like that. I think people who like classic games too, like old arcade games and stuff, who like, I don't play anything 3D, you know. What about something like this? Just give it a shot, maybe? Like, this game wouldn't be possible without some degree of 3D graphics, even though it's clearly not pushing my PS5 to the limit or anything. And it is the kind of simple score attack stuff that was popular in the arcades in like the 80s and things like that, so you're just trying to make as big of a ball as you can within the time limit. Simple stuff, but also not simple at all, as you'll see as I get further. It gets to be really damn frustrating in certain spots. And like all games, I won't necessarily play this till I beat it. I won't necessarily stop when I beat it. I'll play it until I'm done with it. However long that is. Whether I get bored with it, or beat it, or get frustrated with it, or just want to see something else and want to come back to it. Whatever it is, you know, it'll happen. But it's probably not going to be one part, I'll tell you that. So I think there's too much game. I want to say there's maybe like... There's probably at least 5 hours of shit in this game, and maybe closer to 10. That was the other thing, and I remember Beautiful Katamari being shorter than this game. Although it's also possible that it just felt that way because it was easier, or whatever. Now, show this dude a real Katamari. Katamari Damacy itself, Hardcore Gaming 101 had it, and maybe it still is even, rated as their highest rated game of all time. So, when I'm talking about how, oh, you know, this is a good game, I don't really mean that. I mean, this is an absolutely fantastic game, and series. And that's what makes Beautiful even more painful, is that it's just a broken game and a great series. So I hope it gets a re-roll as well. It deserves it. That's not going anywhere. I don't know if that was the right move or not either, but here we are. Oh man. Ice cream sandwiches. Oh man, I wish I had an ice cream sandwich. That is just frustrating to see. I actually would enjoy having an ice cream sandwich right now. Yeah, I love the little cutaway to show you when you go under, out of the camera. Turning is slow, and they made it that way on purpose. That cat's tail batted the shit out of me. Also, does that person have clovers growing out of their wall outlet? Because that can't be good. That's not something you want. Oh, man. See, some of these load points probably could have been eliminated on PlayStation, but on a modern PlayStation. Okay. Good advice, though, Chief. I will follow it. We're out in the wide world now, aren't we? I do remember this intentionally bouncing myself off walls to turn around faster shit. That is definitely a real thing. $53. That's a lot of fun. Wow, that's a lot of fun. Yeah, I love this game. Who knows how long it took the first time I played it, too, because I might have been just like, I can make it bigger, though. I'm going to do it again. I also want to travel the universe in my dreams. Oh, there's like 3 people I can talk to now. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and save. And I'll be right back. Alright, here we go. Boy, indeed. Oh, this is another save screen. Okay, so you don't have to keep going back to the first screen. That's good. Alright, so let's see what underwater's about. I don't remember an underwater level, but there's all sorts of weird stuff in this game. I remember the campfire level really well, and the like snowman ice level thing really well. Those are the ones that like stand out in my mind. But there's all sorts of stuff. I mean, there's tons in this game. Not gonna let me get one of these frogs, you pieces of shit. I'm gonna have to start with these small fish. And things on the ground. Clownfish, a whole school of clownfish, what the shit? Crabs are probably still too big for me. Eels are probably still too big for me. Yeah, this music's awesome. Once I get those crabs, it's on. I don't want to escape. What a... Oh, I got caught by a fisherman or something? Okay, I was like, what? I thought that was like an intentional get out of the water thing. Maybe it is, too. I don't know. quite big enough to get a lot of those guys yet. Why is there an underwater dog? Doing poor here. Almost no pickups. I should probably drop down. This seems like a shit area. Let me hit one last spot on it and then I'm gonna drop down. Look at these turtles. If there's anything else left I can get there. Alright, well here's another load right here. Okay, so I got way beyond what was needed there. I needed 80 centimeters, and I got 1,053 centimeters. So I distantly exceeded the requirement this time. Let's see if that's kind of reflected in his response here. I don't know if it is. They might just say the same shit every time. I went way over that time, so yeah, I don't know. I feel like the responses are just scanned. You did great, but you could do better. It's not big, it's not small. You could do better. Indeed it is. Damn. It has auto-saving, and I'm saving it like it's a PS2 game anyway. This isn't who I need to talk to, but I'm curious. Yeah, that's 2-player, okay. Yeah, it's always the same shit. I love these themed levels, this garden level. I remember this one now. There's like a candy level, I think. It's super cool. That's what this Katamari is all about, is these smaller levels that have like their own themes or whatever, like the water level and stuff like that. Very cool stuff. This game inspired some other stuff that was kind of like it. That was like collection oriented and more relaxing and things like that. I do think that games like Journey and Flower and stuff like that are probably pretty heavily influenced by the feel of this game. I'll do some of those less game ones at some point too, like Hohokum. Hohokum, is that how you pronounce it? Abzu. Abzu is beautiful. That's truly something to look at. Might be fun just to make a recording of that. We can start rolling up people. We can probably roll up sheep then. Oh, not quite. Let's see if we can find these little people more. What about you? Will you roll up? Yep. Now I can roll up the big flowers off the top of them. That's awesome. Not big enough for that dog yet. Or whoever the fuck this is. Oh, here we go, here we go. Alright, now I can get the sheep. No, still? Really? Those sheep are resilient motherfuckers. They must somehow be much larger than they appear to be. Is there even a goal on this level? I don't know that there is, necessarily. I could climb there for some reason, and I couldn't. That fucking centaur is way too big to pick up. This area is wiped clean. I have a full minute left. Oh, I need to get down here. There's a lot of pop-in on this game. It's probably true to the PS2 version, but could probably have been fixed. I think that is that. I never got this fucking sheep and I wanted to get revenge on him, but whatever. I didn't see any sort of goal here, so I guess I did it. Maybe that's just an exhibition level. Maybe that's why they gave you 2 at a time there. I feel like I'm blocking a lot of shit on the left. Maybe top left is better? Maybe bottom left is better? I don't know. What's going to be the least distracting? I can't remember if We Love Katamari supports widescreen. I'm pretty sure that the original Katamari does not. I don't even think it has any kind of progressive scan support or anything. I don't think I'll do those PS2 versions on here because there's not much need. If I want to do Katamari Damacy, I'll probably just buy the PS5 version of it and play that. There is a PSP one. Because of the way the PSP doesn't have dual analog sticks, I think it's generally better to use the D-pad and the right buttons and treat them as if they're sticks and try to get used to that. Doesn't control quite as well, obviously, but I do remember getting used to it well enough and liking it. And it's a different Katamari, so maybe we'll do that at some point. Something just totally different to look at. Would I be better off in the top left? That covers up a certain amount of shit, too. This is probably the best. This has not really been an issue. I have considered windowing my widescreen broadcasts, but I don't like making sprints in life. So I don't think I'll do it. I also don't want to run my PS5 through the capture. It's a pain in the ass. I gotta rewire things. It's not that big of a deal. I had to disable HDCP. That's kind of more annoying because I have to remember to turn it off and on every time. And it's not going to be effective for any multiplayer games because the audio setup's too complicated. So generally I just do these like direct broadcasts from PS5, which is fine, but is a huge problem with games that crash. So, like streaming Skyrim or something, I might want to step it down to the PC version. I do mean step it down just because my PCs are quite a bit weaker than my PS5. But it would avoid the crashing, or I could do a capture of the PC if I ever want to do that. I don't know. Just spitballing here. I haven't streamed Skyrim in a long time. I'm not planning on doing it anytime soon. It's just gonna be a kid's room with blowing up toys and stuff. It's gonna be fun as hell. Watch. That's the thing about Katamari, is that every level of it's fun because you're playing Katamari. Just 100 items with a time limit. Or not a time limit, but it's a speed run to see how good of a time you can get. Okay. Looks like the time's counting up, not down. Small objects, please. Oh, that's a clapping monkey. I can't get that. God damn it. It sucks. I have to pick one more thing up around here. I can probably grab his clock now, right? No. Is there anything fucking left on this level? I don't know what else to do here. I can't get that because I can't get under there anymore. I don't see anything left in this damn room. That was it, but I couldn't get to it unless I rolled into it from the exact right angle. I feel like I could do better. It's actually bothering me how poorly I got with that time. Still too big up here. This is small shit down here. Now I can get the shit that's up there. Piece of shit out of the way early enough this time. Not something I can pick up no matter how much it looks like it is. I'm not missing anything there. I'm not. There we go. I beat it by like 35 seconds or something. That's still pretty good. Weird. I'm orange now, I guess. Alright, I'll take a short break. I gotta take my terrible dogs out to do their terrible business upon my yard. And after that, we will continue with We Love Katamari. I do love Katamari. It's fantastic. Thanks for watching. Alright, well, I got too much stuff going on now, so I'm actually going to have to wrap it up. I'll split this stream. I'm pretty sure I fully intend to continue the stream this afternoon, but I can, of course, not guarantee that. But hopefully there will be a part 2 today, otherwise soon, with We Love Katamari. Thank you for watching.